I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Ramalama Ding Dong. Congress, specifically the House of Representatives, where it seems one side represents the American people and one side represents the Russian government. This is Moscow Taylor Greene, who this week made a motion to vacate the Speaker's chair. And by the way, this is the second time in 6 months she has done that. This is Mike Johnson, the Speaker. His job is to get bills through Congress and send them to the Senate. And, make America work. But because of Marjorie Traitor Greene and a bunch of douchebags in the Freedom Caucus, the House of Representatives has been, frankly, well, let's put it clearly, a clusterfuck. The Freedom Caucus also wants to take women's rights away, ban books, limit free speech, and won't do anything to help the country because they want to elect a fascist, fat-ass orange dictator. Freedom. What a bunch of caucus. Now, currently we have a war going on in Ukraine. Russia has invaded Ukraine based on the premise that Ukraine used to be Russia and should always be Russia. That money that I used to have in the bank, I should be able to steal it right back because it used to be mine. Like the girl I dated in 1995, she should still be forced to sleep with me because that's how it used to be. Like the abortion law from 1864. Yeah, we need to go back to that because that's how it used to be. So Putin thinks that Ukraine should still be Russia, so he's going to just take it. And you know what else? Part of Poland used to be Russia too. And if he takes Poland, then NATO gets involved. We're drawing a line, so keep your noses hidden. We're hanging a sign. And we in America get involved, and Americans die in Ukraine. Now, if you ask Marjorie Taylor Gorky Park, she thinks we shouldn't help Ukraine. She says Ukraine is run by Nazis. Nazis. This Jewish guy whose grandparents died when Nazis burned their village. He's a Nazi. Cool. He's not even part of the Gazpacho police.
Now we have Nancy Pelosi's Gazpacho police.
Now, the Russians refer to MTG as a useful idiot, and I disagree with half of that statement. So what happens if we do help Ukraine? Well, billions get put back into the U.S. economy because we here in America make the weapons. We aren't sending them a check and praying to God they use it for weapons instead of cocaine and hookers. No, we are sending them weapons made in America. And 1/3 of that money is going to go for food and humanitarian aid for the Ukrainian people. So we can just write that off on our taxes. So if we want to avoid World War III, maybe we should help Ukraine before it's too late. And personally, we don't need any more Americans on the battlefield dying in another country. So let's help Ukraine defend themselves so we don't have to. However, if Marjorie wants to let a World War III start, I think she should be the first American to go fight. But bring a coat, Madge, because Kiev is cold AF. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. God, people are stupid. If you just thought it through, can't send them money because we send them money, they won't help it. And Putin got it right and just take any country he wants. No, frankly, he doesn't. Because then you're going to start World War III, and you're going to wonder why your cousin is dead, getting sent home in a box, you fucking moron. Well, hello. Welcome to the Titus Podcast. I'm Christopher Titus. With me, as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And the Highlander.
There can be only one.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We've changed the entire mood of the entire podcast. How are you today? You really look great, Ken. Nice job. You look like a biker.
Feeling good.
Hello. So,
a very clean-cut biker. Handsome.
I don't
beanie.
like this guy.
Where's the asshole that I love?
Yeah.
So I was just kind of getting over, like, we're getting to a place now where Ukraine is going to fall if we don't help them. At least that's what we're hearing anyway. And now, so my whole point about all of this is that we are going to be in war. If we don't, we're going to have send American troops because of NATO, German troops, French troops, English troops, and then we're at world war. And I don't understand why our fucking Republicans don't understand this.
Coming from a guy who mentioned nuclear.
Right.
Didn't he launch something like a test, like a nuclear warhead recently?
Who? Putin? No, he came on and they showed a video of a supersonic nuclear. He showed like an animation though. It was like, it was even worse than Pixar. Wait, even Pixar, they were laughing. I don't think
it was a deep faked missile.
Here's what I always say about Russia, but the problem is that they're connected with North Korea and China, and they're going to get weapons from them, and Iran is their proxy. I think we have again the axis of evil connected.
Yeah.
Again, but I think China, what may save us? Target and Walmart, because all the Chinese shit that's made, they got to keep their economy going, and Russia ain't buying it.
Yeah, they need us.
So they kind of need us.
Yep, more so than ever.
Some trail mix, and I have stuff popping out of my teeth while I'm talking,
which
is really great. Never happens on Crossfire in the morning.
You keep nuts in your cheeks.
What?
It's good. You're getting there.
We're going to stop. It's good. It's good. Let's try it. It's a good effort.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about a squirrel.
I know.
What were you guys thinking about?
Exactly. Caucus.
I can't. We're very tired.
Yes.
Hi.
I feel hungover.
Worked very hard.
Well, it's funny. So we busted our ass. Guys, we filmed Carrying Monsters. It's done. It's in the can. We are actually
in the can.
Going to start editing it now. And then we are going to, we'll let you know as we go. But the filming went great, I thought. First show was banging. Second show was kind of the fun, silly show.
Was clanging.
It was all right. It wasn't bad. It was good. It rained like crazy, which in LA just basically it's like a nuclear holocaust. We can't go now. Why? It's raining. Yeah, but it's not the end of the world. Yes, it is.
Paid for tickets and didn't come.
Yeah, we lost about 80 people just because of the rain.
You can't even call it rain. It was just like a mist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're from the South, that was not rain.
Oh my God, the ground is shiny. I'm staying in.
They cannot drive.
What is this moisture from the sky?
Oh man, and the slamming on the brakes
for
on
no
the
reason?
highway.
Yes.
Yeah, like that is the dumbest thing to do in rain. I don't even understand.
I've noticed a very big increase in people reading their phones again. We went through kind of a thing.
Yeah.
We went through a thing where people got tickets and people stopped doing it. I don't do. I put my phone, I put it down in the car.
Yeah.
I do. You got to remember, I drove all the way home with it down in the car from the cabin. I put it down. I hate the people that are like braking for no reason, and they're like just tapping their brakes, and people are pulling away in front of them for miles, and you go around them and you look, and
their
always
head is down like this.
They're reading their phone in front of them.
I'm always amazed because I think I'm going to keep looking at them and they're going to look up at some point.
And then you realize
they don't look up.
And you also realize them reading the phone has now made you crazy. So now you're going to rear end the person in front of you by watching them read their phone because you're pissed that they're reading their phone, not paying attention to the road as you slam into the guy in front of you.
You know what else is an epidemic? Is these delivery people. They're using their phones to find, whatever, the place that they need to bring their food. And they're not even realizing that they're just slowing down to a near stop in the middle of the street. Just kind of like,
they do that in
where's the thing?
And then they park in the middle of the street.
Yeah, put their fucking flashes on. This isn't.
They don't even put the flash. This is the new thing that's about me. Any delivery truck just fucking thinks it can stop in the fast lane of the freeway and drop off a refrigerator. It just doesn't fucking matter.
Even when there's a driveway, you can pull off into a little opening spot.
Right.
So cars can go past. They just plunk right down.
To be fair, when I was in North Carolina and emptied out my mom's storage unit, I just was at the end of my rope. And so I just dropped off this massive pile of random shit at UPS to Miss Dolores, who went to church with Grandma. And Miss Dolores says, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. So 3 weeks later, she had it all boxed up and sent it by freight. That's how much crap there was. And we
have no idea when it's coming.
Yeah, it's like by train.
Yeah, so we're at the
Pony
cabin
Express.
and the guy comes yesterday or the day before? Day before. And we watch him decide that since we're not home, he's going to unload these pallets on our front doorstep. But he reverses 45-degree angle across our street in both lanes, like curb to curb.
All the way
And
across the street.
doesn't pull into the driveway at all, which he could have done. Lets the ramp down and then starts unloading the
So
pallets.
completely
and
blocks
stuff.
the street.
I was glad we weren't home.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. Because people would not have been happy.
He
You
would
would
have
have
just
been
Dukes of
pissed.
Hazzard over the fucking,
This whole thing about just stop. When did we all think that we can just do whatever the fuck you want with not thinking about anybody else?
That is an epidemic. That speaking of politics too,
Since
and people
since 2016, when Obama was president, it goes back to what I always say. What I heard. I never understood the phrase "the fish rots from the head down." When you get a head guy who's such a fucking asshole, we all go, "Oh, we can be assholes too," and then everybody is.
Yeah.
When Obama was around, you didn't feel like that. I remember people being a little more courteous. Am I wrong? Am I imagining something different?
Yeah.
Well, people have become so much more narcissistic that they stop listening to others. So therefore, their beliefs just become very tribal. because they're just like, well, I believe what that's that. And what I heard,
I
what
don't
I, the
believe
guy I
that.
like, and I'm not going to listen to you. And that's it. And that's,
I don't
and
believe that.
and here we are.
That's not what I think.
Hi, welcome to the Old People Bitching About Stuff podcast. People don't connect anymore. Don't have neighborhoods, like grandma had, where she knew all her neighbors and they looked out for her and they would come get her garbage can and take it out every week. And we don't have that. I don't know my neighbors and I don't like any of them.
So
I
here's
have
what I
opinions
thought.
about every one of them.
Here's what I thought. I told her I was going to do this. She was like, they're going to be the crazy guy. I was going to write to the two people on either side of us and the three people across the street from us. I was going to write a letter introducing us, letting them know our names, letting them know,
that's nice.
we're comedians. And then then she goes, that's great. You're the crazy guy who just sends shit out to the neighbors. And now they go, who's the weirdo that sent us this letter?
We're not sending it to the guy across the street diagonally who came over one day and rang the doorbell and said, you have an inordinate amount of water running indiscriminately down the street. That's what he said to me.
He did. It was very good. But she also pointed out that if you tell them what we do and that we're gone a lot, they can just plan the robbery.
Oh, you're giving away too many details. You should have said,
Here's
we're going to
my
be here all day
schedule.
long.
Yeah.
I'll be gone on these dates. Please keep an eye
Firm
on the
believers
house.
in the Second Amendment. We always have one or both of us is always in the house at ready.
Michael Jordan is always here. Okay. See him in the window.
Please know. Yeah, please know. Please know that we will always be there. If you guys need a weapon, we are here. We will bring one over to your house. If someone attacks you, we are ready.
We have no MREs, okay, but plenty of weapons.
That water in the garage is not for us. Don't touch that water.
We did the same thing when we
I wanted to tell people. I really did, but she's like,
we introduced ourselves. It was like a two-way thing.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we're going to go as a family when we bought our first place.
Yep.
And we brought like coffee and like just to introduce
Dorks.
ourselves. We were
Neighborhood
total
dorks.
dorks. But it was also like, who are our neighbors?
I would see you guys at the doorstep because people better not come to my house unannounced. And I would just look at you on the camera and be like, who are these freaks on my doorstep? Leave it on the doorstep and back up.
we're your neighbors. We just wanted to say hi.
Reverse, back up. Leave the coffee and go home.
No. We're in the neighborhood. We just want to make sure that we know you so we can, in case something goes sideways, we can help.
Red dots
Yeah.
showing up.
Wait, hey.
Back up.
I have actually gotten on my hands and knees and crawled by our front door before so that the people standing at the door couldn't see me. But what I'm saying is people are assholes because they don't connect anymore.
And I married Lucille Ball.
You already knew that.
Yeah. You've crawled past the door.
Yeah, many times.
This
You
one-
don't?
No.
What would you guys do?
I look right to the little one clear glass square in our door, and they can see me, and then I don't answer.
They can see you go by if you
I
walk
know
by.
that's what I don't give a shit. It's obvious I don't want to talk to you. Stop banging on the door.
If they're like two 16-year-old dudes that are wearing matching suits, like, okay, these are Mormons.
Bike helmets.
not going. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm not
Do
here.
Mormons still
By the
walk
way,
around
what a
the
great
neighborhood?
way to actually do a home invasion robbery.
Go
Totally,
as
what a great
Mormons?
disguise.
Yeah, but the new thing is
You can't steal a lot of shit on a 10
construction.
speed though.
Yeah, they do backpacks.
TV just squeaky, ching ching squeaky.
Construction worker, right? Now, guy in hard hat and red or orange
With a
vest.
clipboard?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Comes to the door, and then if you don't answer, then they rob your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would rob my home.
There's another one.
They would never see me army crawling by the door to
Come in.
get
All right,
Cheez-Its.
there's nobody here. Hey, lady. She's in her pajamas crawling across the floor.
with a box of Cheez-Its in her hand.
The
Extra
dogs
toasty.
are doing nothing.
Extra toasty
There's
Cheez-Its.
another thing,
Come
guys.
on.
Watch out for this scam too. If you're home alone, construction guy or city-looking guy with a clipboard and an orange vest knocks on the door. You open the door. 3 dudes push in, and it's a home invasion robbery. So just be careful. Why are you here? Please give me your number. I like to call your office. She made me do that. I got a call from the bank about something, and I didn't give anybody information. She goes, you know what? That's a scam. They're just randomly. The bank's just randomly calling you, tell you how to make more money.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a good point. I called them back. They said, hello,
Yeah.
Chase Bank.
Yeah.
Did they say Chase Bank? Because
No,
you
she
said,
didn't. It
that's
was a
what I
person number.
thought, because you said, is this Chase Bank?
And
And then she goes,
yeah,
yeah.
it's Elizabeth. Wait a minute. I've been duped again. I got duped on the trackdown call.
Yeah.
The banks and other companies, they email you and like text messages you and say,
They will call
we
you.
will
We will
never
never
email or
call
text
you."
message
No,
you.
no,
yeah,
this is
we will never
this,
call you for information.
This is Chase private client because we're so high up.
Oh, got
Wait,
it.
they even played on my ego. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You called her back and she said hello?
She said, "No, hello, Elizabeth." Yeah, it's Elizabeth from Chase Bank.
She did not say from Chase Bank because I heard you say, "Is this Chase Bank?"
And she went, "Hold on, flip. Yes, it is." Wait, hold on. I've been duped. Damn it! I hate when I get scammed. So we're broke. Anyway, so please donate to the podcast. Let's talk about what's going on. So if we don't help Ukraine right now, I believe people, and I say this all the time, please listen to me, people. World wars don't start on Thursday. It takes about 2 to 3 years. We are at the 2-year mark right now. We've got Iran bombing Israel, beating at war with Gaza and Hamas. We've got China's talking about going into Taiwan. We've got Russia still going after Ukraine. We are on the ragged edge of some major shit, and people don't seem to get it. You know, in America, after World War II, people got busy.
Mm-hmm.
World War II ended. They got busy. We talked about it last week. Education happened. We built schools. We built roads. We became the strongest nation on the planet.
Stuff,
right?
yeah.
Because we're not going to fuck around anymore. Well, now we have how many generations is that? 6 generations, 5 generations since that? 2, 3 generations, whatever it is. We've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And someone's like, "No, what? My TV worked. Look, my phone. I still got Instagram.
Yep.
It's fine. Nothing's
Yep.
wrong." And we're fucked, and people don't get it. That's why these guys and Mike Johnson's going to get kicked out, right? They're going to kick him out.
Well, they're trying.
So I thought there was a hubbub. There was
a kerfluffle.
There was a
on the House
kerfuffle
floor
on the House floor today.
My favorite part of this kerfluffle is
I love kerfuffle.
so what they're talking about is raising the threshold on the motion to vacate.
Good. Instead of
which
one
we
dipshit,
need.
in case
Right.
one asshole can just do it. By the way, which is the dumbest rule.
They just need a simple majority. I think Democrats are working with him saying, you know what, if you put forth aid to Ukraine, then we will keep you in and we'll get rid of that one vote to motion to vacate. So at some point today, he was on the floor surrounded by a number of far-right lawmakers in a heated discussion,
The
penned
Freedom
against the back
Caucus.
wall of the House floor with members on all sides. He was constantly pivoting his head as he was trying to answer to them, yelling at him. They asked him to give assurance he would not raise the threshold on the motion to vacate, and he refused to commit, which made them start screaming, saying that they were going to get rid of him. At one point, this is my favorite. So Matt Gaetz gets in and he tells him any effort to change this threshold will trigger the motion to vacate. They're going to get rid of him. They're not going to have the votes. But so GOP...
They only have one vote now.
GOP Representative Derek Van Orden then entered the 20-minute heated conversation as it was ongoing, dared them to move on that motion, and then called Matt Gaetz Tubby.
What?
He called Matt Gaetz Tubby.
Hey, Tubby.
There's a lot of stuff you can call him. Has he gained a lot of weight? You
He's
got to bring
Tubby.
up. You got Matt Gaetz.
Yeah. Let's
Maybe
go
he
look at Derek
maybe that's
Van
what he likes
Orden.
to do with his
foreheady.
girlfriends.
He's not very
Yeah, he's
foreheady.
He's toothy.
And that's me saying it. By the way, if I say you're foreheady, you're
Yeah,
foreheady, bro.
He's also toothy. Oh,
Yeah.
Derek Van Orden. Oh, he's thin. He's elderly looking, but he's thin.
Everybody's tubby to
So
him.
he's an old guy who just went, shut up, Tubby.
He's not old. He's just... But he's
He grew up in
he's
the
trim.
Depression, so
He's trim.
Okay, but what? Give me a recent picture of Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is
Okay,
usually
let
really
me
thin.
see.
But then again, after getting jammed up for sex trafficking underage girls, he may have cut back on his cocaine consumption, which definitely puts.
Oh
weight
yeah,
on.
that's
Oh
a
god,
good.
when you stop doing the cocaine,
Mhm.
man, weight just
That
just
cocaine?
It's a good weight loss program though.
Yeah.
Oh, coke
You start
habit.
doing the cocaine, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Don't they call it the cocaine?
lean up.
He's got Vulcan eyebrows too.
Yeah, he's a
has-
Vulcan. He's part Vulcan, but the bad Vulcans. There was bad Vulcans too, right?
Yikes!
Wasn't there like evil Vulcans?
Not good.
I'm a Star Wars guy, so how dare you bring up Star Trek? No, what were the ones with the
Wait,
W?
there's got to be bad Vulcans.
I loved
By the
Star
way,
Trek
right
when I
now
was little.
there are some nerds that have awakened on the podcast. They're like,
Yes, oh, yes.
hold on, of course
The
it was bad
Horde.
Vulcans. Of course it was. There was evil Vulcans. In fact, episode 36 was Spock. He had to fight the bad Vulcans. Hold on, let me find it.
They had a friend. He was an alien who was their friend. It starts with a W, right?
I called him
I think.
Spot when I was little. I loved Spot. He was my favorite.
The most evil Vulcans in Star Trek.
Just keep it silent. We're just going to let
And
this
not
simmer,
not every Vulcan
and
is-
everyone's going to comment.
Not every Vulcan in Star Trek is a heroic and virtuous as Spock. And there are half a dozen of pointy-eared aliens who can be called downright evil. Yeah, so there was bad Vulcans. Let's be clear. They weren't all peace and harmony, and they're not all the time. Star Wars guy. Sorry. First Space Show invented the whole genre. But okay, you go ahead and you should just go work to your weird fantasy thing that was stolen from Lord of the Rings. Anyway,
Actually,
next.
we started with Flash Gordon, and that was led to Star Wars. Okay.
Actually, you go Wars of the Worlds. You go back to War of the Worlds, actually. But frankly, War of the Worlds is probably the first time space aliens, and it was so new that people thought it was real. Hence, yeah.
Speaking of stinky little boys, this episode brought to you by Mando.
Is that us?
Yeah, that's us. How
Yeah.
dare
Mando.
you?
Can I sit tonight?
Teenage
I
stinky
used
boys.
it. We were up at the cabin. I used it all weekend. I have to be honest with you. It is. The commercials don't make me super happy, but I will tell you this about
It's not the Mando commercials that upset
I will
you.
tell you
it's
this-
the Lumi.
I will tell you this about the product. Stunning.
Really?
Yeah. I remember I'd gone up to the cabin. I got done working out. No, it was after we came back from skiing. We
Yeah.
skied one day. We came back from skiing, and I
It's
put
a
it on
whole
that
body
morning.
deodorant.
And usually I come back from skiing no matter what deodorant put on. And you can tell I've been skiing. I was like, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's really
We went from Star Wars into a product called Mando.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
good.
There's a
Mandalorian
character,
Mando. They called it.
Mando.
That was his name. His nickname was Mando. Yeah.
Star Wars.
Are you serious?
Star Wars,
Mandalorian.
yes. Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yes. Like Boba Fett.
Okay.
So
now-
by the way, I want to say nice connection. You didn't even know you segued perfectly.
Oh, no, I just thought
Special segue.
Dennis would smell bad, is what I thought.
Special
So-
Star Wars segue. Oh, it works both ways.
Okay. Tell us your experience with Mando. So Mando's a whole body deodorant.
Oh, he's got a kid. He's got a
Pits,
quote.
packages, belly buttons, butt cracks, stinky crevices, stomach folds, and feet. If you have
See-
stomach fold, we have another advertiser for you in a minute. Created by a doctor who saw how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, created Mando whole body deodorant, powerful enough for the toughest body odor, gentle enough that you can use it in all of your parts. Aluminum free, baking soda free, cruelty free, dye free, vegan. Tell us your.
I wish they would let us find the parts that stink instead of explaining them.
Well, sometimes it's so overwhelming. It's impossible to pinpoint.
How's it working on the
When you
kid?
have a
As my
13-year-old
child.
boy, you just have to hose him
How's it
down with
working
on the
Mando.
kid?
It used to emanate through the cracks of the door. And now
We know that
What is that
intimately.
smell with
Yeah.
the kids? Yep.
Now
Yeah.
I love him to the proper amount. It decreased with the increase of smell.
Now it's back.
Now my love is back for him.
It's hard to love something that smells bad.
Yeah, that's
I
repulsive.
will say
It is
that.
repulsive.
I will
He
say-
no longer walks in there and goes, "Oh my god!"
yes.
Which my dad used to do. In
I don't
my
want
room.
to
My
go
dad
in
would
there
walk- when I
and
was-
make him feel bad. Be like, dude, it's just, you smell like cat litter mixed with the zoo and a hamster wheel and Cheetos.
Poop.
I don't know what is that. Go take a shower, please. And then he'd take a shower. His
It
room
be
would
the
still
same.
smell.
Yeah.
So, do they have Mando for a room?
Hi. We
Paint,
need
Mando paint, Mando
Oh,
paint. There you
genius.
go. By the way, do you have a teenage boy? Mando paint.
Because the problem is that showering does remove odor, but because of the high pH of most soaps and body washes, your body odor is going to come back with a vengeance, especially if you have overly active glands.
Hormonal.
Yes.
Yes.
Teenager boys.
So Mando, what it does is it lowers your skin's pH, helps you stay odor-free for longer. You don't have to
Can,
do that anymore.
can verify it worked.
You don't have to smell your socks, which was Ken Titus's move. I don't know why. He would know if he was sick if he smelled his socks.
I asked my dad one
It's like a
time
dog.
why I take his shoes out of the house and he would just smell his socks. And what are you doing? He goes, I'm trying to figure out if I'm sick or not.
Wow, like one of
Like if
those
something's going
cancer
wrong.
dogs. They can smell like
Yes.
they can smell a fucking heart attack coming.
Oh, they actually checked. What's a grundle? It's your taint area. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor level was a 5 out of 10, but when they use Mando, the average grundle odor level is a 0.
Isn't that a creature from Beowulf?
Yeah. By the way, I don't want to be on that research team.
Anybody else want to be? And do you pull straws?
Who's on tape?
Titus, you're up.
Inspection.
I always get Trey. I always get taint.
Highlander, get in there.
No guy.
So they have a starter pack, which is what he got for Wyatt. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. With that, you get a solid stick deodorant, which is what you had at the cabin, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice. You could choose mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and you still get free shipping. Luckily, we have a discount code to help you get hooked up on our favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers will get $5 off that starter pack with our code. That's Titus, Titus. That equates to over 40% off of the starter pack when you use that code. Use promo code Titus at shopmando.com, shopmando.com.
Works, can confirm. So Mike Johnson has now basically been punked against the wall of Congress. Now what? I mean, does that make, because here's what it would do to me. If I'm the Speaker of the House and 12 people from the Freedom Caucus, a bunch of caucuses come up to me and start screaming, I'm going to be like, fuck all y'all.
Mhm.
I'm doing what I want now.
Mhm.
Which is what McCarthy did. At one point, McCarthy was like, I guess I'm out. One of the dumbest things McCarthy, it's amazing how fast the GOP sells their soul for power. Isn't it? Johnson sold
Kevin
it.
McCarthy certainly did.
Yeah, McCarthy did, and then you look at all of them. You look the one guy who I think I don't understand why the Democrats aren't playing this piece of video all day, every day, where Chip Roy goes, "Give me one thing we've done so I can run on it. Just give me one thing we've accomplished, one thing."
And the fact that one person can vote to vacate them.
Crazy.
Well, I thought this was a
With
democracy.
these crazy people,
Yeah,
like
with this
Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's the one calling for it again. Representative Luna said that there is great concern that supporting this motion to vacate could potentially cost Republicans the majority.
My prediction is this: they're going to lose the majority by about 25 seats.
Oh, people are over it. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. They look like clowns. This whole thing with Mayorkas. So they were trying to impeach Mayorkas. Here's what bothers me the most, and I was thinking about this today. I don't want people like me. I don't want people like the dipshits I see dressed in Trump shit. I don't want psycho people forcing people to use pronouns. I don't want those people in government. I want smart, educated, critical thinkers. And all these people that are going to vote for the GOP, if you look at Comer, you look at some of these just bumpkins that are in there, you voted for you. We don't want you running things. You shouldn't want you running things. You can't run your own life. You have a 530 credit score, bro. You should not be. I like him because he like me. We don't. Your kid doesn't have. Your kids are wearing 2 different shoes, and you haven't said anything. Come on, man.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was on the news when I was coming here saying how shrill she gets. He's a constitutional attorney, and he's betraying the American population. He's a traitor. About Mike Johnson. So
the most hardcore right-wing religious guy who's basically said it should be a Christian nation. And she's now here. So MTG, by the way, has found out that she gets millions of dollars whenever she says this stupid shit.
Yes.
I wish people understood the grift, because I think proof that the Republican side has dumber people is by the grift they pull off. They make shit up all that. You never hear the Democrats screaming crazy ass shit, you know? Oh my, JFK, you don't hear Democrats going, JFK is coming back from the dead to run things, you know? Yeah, Martin Luther King's coming back from the dead to deliver the black people. You never hear the Democrats like, what are we doing? Can I see the rules, please? So now they're going to pass this package on Israel and Ukraine, right? Or it's 5 different bills, I heard. They've now split, instead of one thing, they've split it up into 5 different bills.
Because they've got Taiwan, Ukraine,
gotta help Taiwan.
Israel, yeah.
Let me check it.
Now, I kind of said it in the Armageddon update, but I know I babble during the Armageddon update. People, you need to understand something. All of you that are sitting here, I don't want to send my money to Ukraine. Listen, I hear you. We are not the world's. We shouldn't be the world's arms supplier. We are, although Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and McDonnell Douglas, they would all love that, and they are. But the reality is that money is going for weapons for Ukraine to keep Russia out, so we don't have to send American troops, because that's what will happen. If you guys don't, we've seen what isolationism does throughout history. Isolationism does not work. We did it during Hitler. We let Hitler move way too far before we got involved, and how many people died because of World War II. So we need to bitch slap Russia down. And the only way we can do that without killing Americans is to help Ukraine. We got to help Ukraine. And by the way, we're going to be fine. Trust me. Once we help Ukraine, when Russia's out and it's over, the money that they're going to pour into America to rebuild Ukraine. Trust me. Let's look down the capitalistic road. Republicans, they've leveled it. Ukraine is leveled. So once we get Russia out and it's over, and we push them back, and they're not going to attack, American companies get to rebuild Ukraine. So all you people that are invested in Halliburton and all those other countries, don't worry about it. All those companies they're going to be fine. We'll get that money back. And we have another ally right at Russia's doorstep. We've also got, Finland and Sweden now are in NATO. So we've really isolated Russia. So Putin's only move really is to take Ukraine back. And if we don't do anything, he's already done it with Crimea, which I still think is one of Obama's biggest mistakes, was just to let that go down. He just let him take the one fucking way to the sea. What are you doing? So that's what happens when we don't help, is that we basically have a country that's now more powerful. If we don't stop this, if Ukraine doesn't stop Russia, Russia's going into Poland. And by the way, Putin has said as much. So I think it's time to let's do what we've always done, and let's do it before it's too fucking late and help.
It's hilarious that people are even bitching about the military budget that we've always had since World War II. We've been spending bazillion, quadrillions.
$868 billion on military, $768 billion for the people. I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
Wait, what? If it was 9-7, I'd be fine.
Right.
But it's 8-7? That's not okay.
So yeah, think of the infrastructure that we're going to build. Buy stock in Harbor Freight. Get in now. And Home Depot. And
figure out what it means. Write it Ukrainian. Yeah, that's right. Right, because power tools will be used. Concrete manufacturers, right.
When I drink.
Oh man. I haven't raised I have not read anything this week and I relaxed, so I'm going to just crank the ads out.
When I drink like a Russian.
I don't bounce back like I used to. And listening to you guys talk sometimes makes me want to have a drink. That was my segue. You're welcome. Z-Biotics. This episode brought to you by Z-Biotics, which is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It's a pre-alcohol probiotic drink. That's why I bring up the alcohol. Invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking, which I didn't used to have when I was younger, but now I definitely do have. So here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted in your body into a toxic byproduct that stays in your gut, acetaldehyde or something like that. And
you just made up a word.
Our bodies can't break it down. So it's not dehydration. So all this time I thought it was dehydration that made me feel like crap the next day. It's not dehydration. It's this toxic byproduct sitting in your gut. And so what Z-Biotics does is produces an enzyme, breaks that byproduct down. You just have to make Z-Biotics your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. So I tried it again the night before my girls' pajama party, adult Easter egg hunt thing. And when I pulled it out, all the girls were like, oh, is that thing? Let me have one. Oh, let me get one. So everybody drank them. I got to tell you, I don't know how. I don't understand. I mean, I understand what they say that it's doing, but it's kind of incredible. It's kind of amazing.
She woke up. Can I say that she woke up the next day and she's like, I don't feel anything.
I felt like myself.
Yeah, right. You were fine.
Yeah.
What I love is that there's scientists that there's a lot of stuff going on the planet that needs to be fixed. And I'm glad this is done now. I'm glad they've got the hangover thing
now we
handled.
can move on to something else.
Took thousands of years.
No, this come on. First, we did the ED pill. We did,
but we didn't do. Yeah, so this is excellent if you have plans, vacations, weddings, reunions, girls' pajama parties for Easter egg hunts with cash and lottery tickets in them.
But also just to get rid of that's
the bad feeling.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, it's kind of incredible.
It's really incredible.
I had everyone text me. I said, just tell me tomorrow. And everyone's like, holy shit.
Yep. So
go to zbiotics.com/Titus. Get 15% off your first order when you use promo code Titus at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with 100% money back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied for any reason, they will refund your money. No questions asked. Head to zbiotics.com/Titus. Promo code Titus at checkout for 15% off. Thanks, Zbiotics, for giving me a much better day.
And thanks, Zbiotics, because she woke up herself. She didn't wake up like, what are you looking at?
Good time.
And you were like, who did I marry? Who is this lady?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do we do here? What's going to happen now if we don't? So why are they doing 5 different aid packages instead of 1?
I think they don't know what's going to pass, and Democrats, Hakeem has not weighed in on all of this stuff yet. I was reading that Jared Moskowitz was saying that he wasn't sure if he would vote on this motion to vacate change or not, that he said Democratic leadership needs to weigh in. So probably Pelosi and Hakeem are having conversations. Pelosi would know and have an opinion.
Well, also, it's the Republicans and Democrats have been in a horrible, it's a bad relationship.
Yep.
So even if the Democrats go, and the Democrats are the ones that are always like, all right, we're going to help you out, but we want to make sure we get this. Sure. Then they help them out and go, you cheated on me again?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Who would be next? Right? Didn't they go through like 45 people to get to
Scalise.
They did have many. There were many.
Scalise probably
Jordan.
did it. Yeah. Oh God, Jim Jordan is speaker.
He'll throw his name in the hat.
Yeah.
He was trying, remember? Scalise was trying. There were several people trying.
I don't think, and I asked somebody this and they didn't answer. They couldn't answer me. I was on Threads and I asked somebody, follow me on Threads, by the way, Titus Nation. I said, all right. Because they get mad at me. I'm like, listen, here's where unemployment is. It's the lowest it's ever been. Corporate profits are the highest it's ever been. Interest rates, although you say they're high, they are literally at an average, below average over the years, because the reason interest rates were so fucked up is because the mortgage crisis that Bush instigated basically crashed the economy. We went to 0% interest. Then we had 9/11 first. Then we had 2008. That was the crash, and that instigated 0%. And that 0%, then we had the pandemic, and the interest rate stayed at 0. Well, now they're back to historical norms. That the 5%, 6% is historically normal. So that's fine. But we're such pussies. We're like, what do you mean it's not 0?
Right.
I can't get money for $1? No, you can't. So my question is, at what point do we just realize that this current, I'm not saying all Republicans, I'm saying this current crop of Republicans, this current group is by far, this Congress, this House of Representatives specifically, they've passed nothing. They've done nothing. So how do you continue to vote for people that bitch about the president's son and actually waste government time trying to take him down? They go after Mayorkas, which constitutionally, I mean, I love that Schumer just goes, guys, this is unconstitutional. And they had 1 vote and they killed the impeachment for Mayorkas. Well, and they just didn't like his policies. He didn't commit a crime. How can you keep voting Republican? All I'm going to say is this. You want to wake the Republican Party up so they stop being these douchebags? Go down the list when you're voting this year and vote blue. I can prove it. You can go through history. The economy always does better under Democrats, which is why I became a Democrat. People keep thinking, oh, you libtard. I make more money. I went through my own taxes. I make more money under Democrats. So do you, unless you're a billionaire. And then guess what? Yeah, you're going to pay a little more. But guess what? You get to still be a billionaire. So why are you people that are still paying off your Silverados at an interest rate you don't like, still voting Republican when they just fuck you over every single time?
You're right. It is the team with the worst record maybe in history. It's like it's the bad news bears of politics. Who is the worst?
They didn't always used to be. I mean, Eisenhower was great, and I think Reagan, in a sense of our courage, I mean, how we felt about ourselves, Reagan brought us back. Reagan's policies were horrible for the country, by the way, over time. But he did at the time turn around our attitude, and that changed everything. The Democrats, if you go through history, have always, they're kind of weenies about, they're a little bit Dennis. They're like, oh, hold on, this policy, if we actually work from the middle out, everyone will have money. We'll all be better off. It'll be fine. Just rich people, you're still going to be rich, but poor people, you're not going to be so poor. You're going to be able to eat, not sleep in a tent or cardboard.
The data shows, we did a study.
So the Democrats are kind of weenies, but they're wonks. They're involved. And when you look at just the education of the Democratic side versus the Republican side, you've got morons like Comer in there. You've got morons like Greene, Boebert. You've got these dipshits, Gates. You got these daddy's boys suckheads. And then you got the Democrats. You got these like literally guys that went to 2 different colleges. They went to two Ivy League colleges. They got 2-3 different degrees. They're smart. I don't understand. I don't understand why people keep voting again, stop voting for people like you. If you were good enough to run shit, you'd be running shit. You're not.
Yeah.
I would never vote for a dude like me. I go, this guy's got an attitude and he's kind of angry. You know, he's got some. He can put words together once in a while.
It's confusing for you to say that because when I would look at somebody who is I would say you are a focused. You are a you look at the facts. That kind of thing needs an attitude.
We need that, yeah. But when it comes to education, like someone was on the floor. They were doing a procedural vote. The reason that Mayorkas impeachment stopped is because Schumer came out and goes, guys, I'm gonna vote this thing out. We're gonna put this in here right now. Who's gonna need to vote on it? I vote to take it out. Well, one guy objected because one guy on the Republican side who didn't know the process objected to what he said. They had to take a vote instantly on the whole impeachment. And when they took the vote on the whole impeachment in the Senate, it killed it. So this one Republican fucked up their entire narrative. And as Ray said before, we were talking about it, the day before they walked, the House walked the paperwork over to the Senate like it was a hero
Very
walk.
dramatic,
Like it was like that Bruce Willis movie where it's like
Right Stuff or whatever.
Except it was fat.
Armageddon.
Except it was fat white guys. Yeah,
And Marjorie Taylor Greene.
And then one guy does a procedural thing. Trump doesn't even know how a bill gets passed. How is this guy even running for president?
Yeah.
He just used up his last exemptions, so he's done as far as seating the jury. They don't have any more.
Here's how dumb Trump is. He thought he had unlimited objections to jurors. He thought he had
What the hell would this whole process be for then?
Right.
That's the dumbest. If everybody had unlimited, the one you want, I'm exempting. The one I want, you'd be here forever. They've used them up. Prosecutors still have 2.
They had 2 people quit today. 2 people who were actually seated on the jury. One of them was a nurse and came out and said, I've already been grilled at my work. What I'm doing, people already know that I'm on the jury, and so I'm out. I can't do it. I'm scared.
The judge let her go.
And then someone else was found to have committed a crime that he didn't acknowledge on the thing. And
Very Trumpy.
Something in social media too, right? There's 2 things.
There were 2. So they've just seated 2 more. He ran out of his strikes. They've seated 2 more since then. They give you descriptions about them, which just makes me want to read into it and understand it, and then it stresses me out. They got rid of a woman who said that she wouldn't believe him if his tongue were notarized.
I like that.
Who was that?
Jurors came in with writers.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I would too. I would get something.
She said that. She said that. Then she goes. Oh, I would go in and get interviewed, and I would talk. I would get as much out before they yanked her out of the courtroom.
Yes.
She'd be like, "This fat fuck. Let me tell you what he's done to this
Shitting
country."
himself right now.
Yeah. Can I be? Can I
if
be?
you don't want to look like Trump, this episode brought to you by FitBod.
Yes, FitBod.
Go ahead. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually down. I'm down 5 pounds.
Nice.
But my body fat is down. And not just my weight's down, but my body fat is also down like 6%.
Oh, that's a lot.
So FitBod is kicking ass. Guys, I can talk about this thing out of experience. I use it.
What is it?
Everybody, go get the app, FitBod. Get it. The price is so low. It's less than what one training session would be. On top of that, like it's so cool. So today I put in yesterday, the other day I did a bodyweight workout at the cabin because we didn't go skiing one day because the snow was so bad. And I killed myself.
Yes, you did.
But I have become addicted to it. Like burpees were invented by Satan.
He was doing burpees next to me on the floor, and I was sitting in bed watching TV, and he's doing them at altitude. So we're at how high there?
7,000 feet.
Yeah. And it's like first round, he had 8 burpees. Okay. Mm-hmm. Next round, 14. Then 15, then 15. Yeah. Then what was the last one?
21 plus.
21.
Was there vomiting?
No, dude.
I'm just sitting in bed eating chips, watching.
At one point, I feel like I'm earning a place in heaven because at one point it's like they're so hard.
Yeah.
And at one point, you did at one point say, "Am I out of shape or is this altitude?" And I was like, "It's definitely altitude."
She's like, altitude.
Where's all the air in the room?
But it has changed it has changed. Ask her. I mean, she sees me.
It's a personalized workout routine, so it's based on what you want, what your goals are, what you have, what equipment you have, where you are. He's got several different settings for on the road, in a hotel room, or at home where he has free weights. You don't have to have anything. At the cabin, he had nothing. He was just hopping about and
some of
sweating like crazy.
some of the body weight workouts are the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
and the problem is it adapts as you improve. So whereas you might want to stay with the same weight you've been using forever, it doesn't let you. It knows that you're stronger now.
Fitbod pushes me too. Like, it knows as long as you keep putting it in, putting your stuff in, so it'll give me, so let's say I want to do, like today I have chest, thighs, and abs. So it gives me 10 exercises covering all those exercises. Then it breaks it down into sets and how many. Now, every once in a while it'll up the weight, gave me curls at 45. And I was like, Fitbod, you're very optimistic, Fitbod, about what I'm capable of.
So you can change that. Right?
So I went in and I changed it to 40s, and I did 40s, and it was still tough. But I mean, so Fitbod thinks I'm younger than I am. Fitbod's like, because I look good. Fitbod's like, you are very pretty.
Fine-tuned by experienced personal trainer. So add Fitbod to
It's
your
like
workout
workout
essentials. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. You can use it every day, multiple times a day. Price doesn't change. You get 25% off your subscription, or you can just try the app for free at fitbod.me/Titus. That's fitbod.me/Titus.
You can curl 45s, Dave. Dave. Do 5 sets of 45. Dave, you can do 200 burpees. No problem, Dave.
So here's Juror 2 that they just impaneled, an investment banker who has a master's degree. So I thought, that's good. So he's smart. Okay.
It's also Trump's.
Lives with his wife, doesn't have any kids. Okay. Follows Trump on Truth Social. Don't like that.
Nope.
Also follows Michael Cohen on X, Twitter. He said he's followed Trump since he became president, quote, generally because it was a news item when he would put a tweet out. So good to be aware of that, end quote.
Business meetings and stuff.
But he's also read The Art of the Deal. So.
As a fan,
or
prosecutors
let him through?
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutors let him through.
He just got seated. Juror 4 is a security engineer who is married and has 3 kids. He has a high school diploma. Troublesome. Doesn't have social media and reads a smattering of the news organizations named in the questionnaire.
That's vague. Smattering. Fox News, a smattering. Mm-hmm. So here's what I hope. Do you remember the first trial he had where there was a woman that literally made her take her MAGA hat off and put it in her car? And she voted to convict because she said once they got to the evidence, he did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Oh, they have the jury. I'm on live updates. They've seated. They've impaneled the jury.
Everybody.
As of within this minute, right now, jurors are being impaneled. And the judge has said we have our jury.
We've never had
trial starts Monday.
Such a corrupt douchebag ever. I mean, it's when you have a jury member saying, I'm afraid for my life, I can't be on this jury. That's a mobster. This guy, we elected a fucking low rent mobster as president, and now he's got 91 felonies. How are you voting for anybody on the right when you see they've done nothing in Congress? They've got nothing. Biden infrastructure, tons of jobs. People keep saying, man, economy's screwed up. It's the best economy. We're growing at like last quarter was 5.9%. It was insane.
Yeah.
Biden's averaging like 3% growth.
Yeah.
He just put tariffs on Chinese steel. He actually told China he's going to find companies that give technology to China. Like everything that these guys say they want. Standard
steel has been going up every day.
Yeah, but everything these right wingers say they want, Biden's doing. And he's also getting pissed off, which I'm fine with. The far left, the really psycho progressives, they're over the top. They're like, he's not doing enough. Whoa. Can we get out of this morass of bullshit that we've been in since COVID and since 2016? Let's get out of this. Look, I hear you. I get it. Not everybody's, pronoun is tattooed on their forehead yet. I get it. But can we just get out of this nightmare that we're in? Can we avoid a third world war? Can we just please get the economy back on its feet and all get back to a place where we're not divided anymore? Then let's get a couple of smart Republicans, a couple of smart Democrats, then we'll reconsider.
Well, speaking of Democrats that, use data, we could, there's got to be a list and diagrams of presidents who have accomplished, passed bills, who did this, and compare it to any other presidents.
I want to use shitting the bed as a segue into our new...
Oh, no. You had that one ready.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Biden is
have a new
old.
By the way,
sponsor.
every week we're on the ragged edge of losing advertisers just the way we do
Okay,
our
let me
ads.
just tell you guys this. Sometimes I learn things from talking points, ad copy when it comes to my email. And this one was a revelation for someone who is disgusted by all things gross and dirty and germy. Okay, this episode is brought to you by Miracle.
The bed sheets.
Yes. This was on the ad copy, and I will never forget this. Did you know that traditional bed sheets can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat? See what I mean? It can lead to acne, allergies, and stuffy noses. Maybe that's your problem. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning, antibacterial bedding, such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters that can prevent up to 99.7% of bacteria growth and require up to 3 times less in laundry because it was inspired by NASA. And they
So
are
the sheets,
silver infused fabric.
So the sheets are infused with an antimicrobial, antibacterial,
And anti-gravity.
Like
That's
when
good.
you
Yeah,
buy
NASA.
crap from
I'm sleeping so good.
when you buy
This is so
workout
comfortable.
clothes, and if it says it has silver in the silver technology, oh my god,
Sheets invented by NASA.
Miracle Made.
I slept, Dave. Just go to sleep,
Also,
Dave.
temperature. If
Snuggle
you
me, Dave.
Snuggle
if
my
you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you try out Miracle Made's bed sheets. It helps you stay at the perfect temperature all night long. I personally have always been hot.
I just
my
love that
whole
you're
life.
obsessed now. When she found out the antimicrobial thing, she was like, we were getting these.
It stressed me out quite a bit. I was
And she
like,
started to
wait a
think,
minute.
you have bacteria on you.
Because
married you.
I already know that
dogs.
you're boys. Because of the silver technology, they have self-cooling properties, so you have better quality sleep. Self-cleaning because of that silver, 99.7% of bacteria, which is why like Lululemon and stuff, how it says it's
Right.
silver technology. Comfort and quality, they're very luxurious, but you don't pay that high price tag that a lot of some sheets are really freaking expensive.
And their thread count on some of these other companies, the thread count's not what they say
no,
the thread
they
count
lie.
is. They
It's
lie.
a lie. Designed for your skin because if you're sleeping on something with bacteria, that can clog your pores, cause breakouts and acne. So you can sleep cleaner with Miracle. I'm just saying, go to trymiracle.com/Titus. Trymiracle.com/Titus to try Miracle Made sheets today, whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift. If you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use promo code Titus at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%.
We
That's
are
kinda
trying
nutty.
them. We'll give you updates.
3 free towels. How is that? Okay, so they also have towels. Hold on. Tell me more about what's in my towels. Because I know that you're wiping with those towels. Oh my gosh. Miracle is so confident in their product. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied, they will give you a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Titus. Use promo code Titus to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off.
I love their self-cleaning. That means you never have to wash your sheets again.
Yeah, you just,
Is that? No?
right?
Okay.
But 3 times less.
So once a year.
Sounds
as
like
opposed
you
to-
need these for Wyatt's room.
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need the whole place just like tented.
So we
Like
get the
best-
Mando paint.
Yeah.
And then we go.
He wants to tent it.
We'll build
With
him a
Miracle
canopy
Made
out
sheets.
of
Exactly.
the miracle sheets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trymiracle.com/Titus to treat yourself. I don't know. I was like, what? All right. Now I got to go do some more research. Jordan is in a tight situation right now after they downed Iranian drones and missiles that were headed for Israel. Given their location,
John-
they're like,
Jon Stewart said something funny because he was talking about how Iran, if you guys don't know, Iran bombed Israel, didn't hit anything. They
like
hit
300, right?
300 drones and missiles came in. The Iron Dome took out all of them except for a couple. One landed and made a hole in an airport. A little girl died because a piece of
Something fell.
of missile that they blew up fell on her. But one person, it sucks, but it wasn't like a major like what Hamas did. So then Iran's really funny because they bombed Israel. Death to Israel. And then they get bombed and only one thing lands, makes a tiny hole in the land. They're like, okay, we're cool now. Okay, we're good. Nothing else. And
They actually tweeted that or X'd it.
yeah,
or whatever.
we consider this matter closed.
Yeah, that's what they put.
That's what you get from an insurance company. And so Israel, so Biden called the Netanyahu was like, hey man, take the win. And the Israelis are like, it's not really a win. if a girl got killed and we got a hole in the thing. But they think that if the problem is if Israel attacks Iran, this is what I keep talking about World War III. If Israel attacks Iran, then we get other countries involved. But here's the weird part. Jordan helped Israel. Saudi helped Israel. Jon Stewart was so funny. He just goes, who are the teams now? I don't even understand the teams.
Right.
It was really funny. Jon Stewart I'm so glad he's back because every Monday we make sure, guys, go watch The Daily Show. Everybody's great on it. Ronnie Chang, everybody's really good on it. But there's something about Jon Stewart having the gravitas of running that show for as long as he did and basically making that show the icon that it is, that every Monday I just go, Same with Rachel Maddow. Our Mondays are pretty
Oh,
packed.
I love Monday. Monday's so good.
And by the way, we're just half-assed Daily Show. We're like 10% Daily Show. That's all we do. Armageddon updates.
I love Jon Stewart. He is brilliant at what he does. I will say. Sometimes I watch him like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's painful as a comedian. It makes you go,
just in the moment, acting everything out. Like, oh, I just love him. You know how, like, we've been saying all along that Trump is a mobster, but just a shitty mobster? He is now telling GOP candidates in different races that are running, if they want to use his name or talk about him or tie themselves to him.
Like a building?
They got to pay him a big 5%.
Oh, my God.
5% of what they raise.
The same fucking thing he always does.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They actually said that everybody who has used Trump's name to campaign lost.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So hey, if you want to lose, you got to pay me 5%. Nah, fuck. I want to. You know what? I don't
branding.
care. I don't care. Yeah. So he is. Someone pointed this out, and this is what I don't get. When all you people think he was president, he was a good president. No, he wasn't. He didn't even win. He won in the Electoral College. He didn't even. He lost by 3 million votes. That's not America. Mm-hmm. He lost by 3 million. The second time he lost by 7.8 million votes. And he's lost everything. He's lost 63 court cases. He's got 93 felonies. He's got 4 indictments. The fuck are you guys talking about?
He's failed at like some 60 some odd companies.
Yes, he failed. Airline, fail. His XL Football League, fail. Fail. Water. As I say before, the man couldn't sell vodka.
Yeah.
If you can't sell water and alcohol or meat, his steaks were so bad, they basically sold none, they said. So you've got this guy who's shitty at everything, and you still thinking, again, don't vote for you. If you haven't done anything in your life and you think he's your savior because he's a billionaire and he's a loser, he's a billionaire because of his father. He's also so leveraged. Forbes took him off the billionaire list. Did you see that? He's not a billionaire anymore.
Well, we know he lied about it.
But when like whoever's at Forbes, that's a big deal.
Nothing that can't be fixed with a big Sharpie.
Yeah, or Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how
tried
to use
fix
Photoshop.
a hurricane with a Sharpie.
We got other jurors. A retired wealth manager. His hobbies include fly fishing and yoga. I like that guy. He said he doesn't pay attention to Trump. He's more interested in his hobbies. Juror, speech therapist with a master's degree, not married, lives alone. During voir dire, she said he was our president. Everyone knows who he is. She said that she would not feel at all pressured by others. Single woman. I like it.
Here's the thing about being a juror. Now, you have to be smart enough to have enough critical thinking to go, listen, I could hate this dude.
Right.
But if the evidence showed that the guy was being railroaded,
right.
I have to go, I don't like this guy. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
But he didn't do
it.
Yeah.
This is what we charged him with. It's obvious he didn't do it.
Juror 10 works for a real retailer, says he doesn't really follow the news. He does, however, listen to podcasts on behavior psychology. It's my little hobby there, he said during jury selection.
I love how everybody's downplaying their personal things.
Yeah.
What do we need? Like Aboriginal people? What do we need? Somebody that's no
This
internet.
sounds like the worst reality show ever. It sounds like the jury room, and they just lock these idiots in a room, and they just the guy's just in the corner. This is just practicing. Shut up.
A guy that does yoga, though, I think he's probably a little more open-minded, right?
We live in a society right now that everybody does everything. I mean, once you start looking at the health benefits of yoga, you could be a hardcore MAGA, but go, I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
Or do CrossFit.
Did you hear yourself when you CrossFit? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hardcore MAGA, but I could do a little yoga today. Really? Does that even
I'm just saying
count?
Not well.
I'm just saying. Okay, let's say because I have my back's been hurting, right? Because we did this stupid
Yeah,
comedy
but you're
special.
California.
It doesn't matter though. If you're even if I was hardcore mega, but yoga helped me, I would do it.
How many yoga classes have you gone to?
2 in my life.
Well,
In public? You went in public to a yoga class.
My whole life 2.
maybe a dozen.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was
but
at
you
Krav
guys
Maga
are
Worldwide. They had a
California.
yoga
Yeah.
All right.
thing, so it's different.
And women wear those pants.
Hell yeah! I'm going to yoga class online every weekend.
to an even dozen.
That's not yoga.
And then I was banned. I was banned from yoga.
That's OnlyFans, and you follow a yoga instructor.
What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Oh God, they're spying on me.
Give us a fun fact, for God's
Oh,
sakes.
okay.
The world is burning
And
down.
now it's time for Highlanders Fun Facts. Highlanders Fun Facts. It's Highlanders Fun Facts.
Speaking of science,
No,
We are speaking of science
we
today.
weren't necessarily, but
the blood of defeated gladiators was once considered a powerful medicine and was used to treat everything from, Ray, what do you think? Was the first thing it was used?
Wait, of defeated gladiators.
Defeated. Yes.
herpes.
No.
Heart disease.
No.
Uh,
What really
sinus
sticks in your craw?
Stupidity.
ED.
Of course.
What is
Everything. Rhinoceros horn, that's why they poach rhinoceros. Supposedly that it's like, come on. Can we stop
we had
focusing everything
we had
on
a bad
boners?
week.
Oh.
So we're in bed one night just watching TV. And we were watching something. I think it was Monday. We were watching like
News.
news. And she
One
just
commercial break.
She goes.
One.
She goes. Boner pill. Another boner pill. Wow.
One
Boner-
commercial break.
Boner pill.
3 boner pill.
And another one, natural one, where
Ads.
the guys are on the golf course. He goes, yeah, it'll help your manhood, blah blah blah. And she just goes, and it was like we went through 2 commercial breaks, and in the 8 or 9 commercials, there were 7
Yeah.
for ED issues.
Well, see how that works on the
But it's
back
God's
end.
will.
But there's no, but abortion, God wants you to be pregnant, so women don't get to run their bodies.
Even if
but
you were
men.
raped
Yeah.
or your father.
If your dick don't work, that's God's will.
It's
Well,
how
but
God's
God-
will is an
but then you could
algorithm.
also say, yes, my son, but God also gave us the science to invent a boner pill.
But it seems to me boners are the origin of the problems that we're having. So.
Yeah, the fact that the men aren't held accountable.
It's this and her. That's the problem. That's the origin of it.
Yeah.
You too sexy.
What were you wearing? That's
Yeah, well,
hey.
that's
You guys both are going to
Okay.
get shot. Either by me or someone else.
I'm being sarcastic. I'm
Yeah.
being sarcastic.
Tell us about boners. Give
What?
me some
Okay.
more boner info.
and epilepsy. Okay.
By vanquished gladiators.
Yes.
I don't think you want the vanquished guy. You just
Do they have to drink it?
Yeah, they would drink it right on the spot. Patients were even encouraged to drink directly from the fallen gladiator on the battlefield.
The fallen gladiator? Not even the winning one?
Wow, and we bitch about our health care. That's
Yeah, exactly. Well, the winning guy, he wasn't bleeding out, so
Yeah, I thought
right,
they
or
just
maybe a little
maybe
bit.
take some blood.
How would they take it? They didn't have that kind of tech into a chalice.
Yep.
Romans
Doctor was like, so take half a chalice, call me later. Half a chalice a day, you got to go vanquish another guy.
No, don't
So
drink from there.
Here's the prescription. You got to vanquish one guy a week.
I don't want
You got-
loser gladiator
That's
blood.
what I'm saying. I don't want loser blood.
Hold on, there's more. Livers from fallen gladiators were also a supposed cure for various ailments. And Roman physician Scribonius Largus.
Scribonius. What is it? Beavis and Butthead? Yeah, Scribonius.
Largest.
Yeah, largest. Big Scriboni.
Bonerous.
I got a big Scriboni right now.
Oh my gosh.
Scrotumus gigantus wrote of spectators who
I'm
would,
glad we're ending on this horrible Greek dick joke. This is awesome.
quote, snatch a piece of liver from a gladiator lying gutted in the dust. That sounds like one of Trump's speeches.
So they were all like a little bit like they were a little bit Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
They were all like to kill a guy and then take a chunk of his liver.
With some fava beans.
Wow, that's horrible. All right, Poochie, say it time to go.
Poochie.
Poochie, say it time to go. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor. We just from Carrie Monsters. I want to thank the crew and this lovely lady and this man right here. You guys did such a great job. It was, in fact, our our crew was so much better than the people that worked with us. Everybody there, from Hassan to Marcus to the entire, all of it, even all the crew, all the camera people. Thank you guys. And you know what these guys did, guys? I got to tell you this. So it's our company. So what happens at the end of the night? We have to take all the cameras back. We have to unload and let. So we get done. I get done with 2 shows, and then I have to jump out and start loading cameras and stuff. And the entire crew stayed. They saw that it was just me
till 2 a.m.
It was me, Ken, and Jet. My son Jet was helping us. And then all 7 of them or 8 of them stayed, and they got all the stuff here. What would have taken us to 5 in the morning? Took us about an hour. So
and
thank you.
Weren't you panicking right before when you saw everything loaded up? You're like, oh shit.
Well, I was focusing on the show the whole time. So then the show was over. We got 2 good shows, and I was like, oh no, now I have to work for 5 hours. And they helped us. So thank you guys. Everybody helped make Carrying Monsters great. The El Portal Theater. You guys are awesome, and thank you for making it all happen. You produced an amazing group of people, and dude, everything to have you there. And then Jet, young Jet Titus was saved our ass. We had a problem that this boy had to jump in his car and haul ass across LA, and he got what we needed, and we got the show done. So thank you, everybody. Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Go to ChristopherTitus.com.
Memorial Theater in Mount Vernon, Ohio, May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
For myself, the lovely bombshell Ray and the Highlander. Later!
Peace out. Also, Albuquerque, 26th and 27th.
Of April?
Quesadas. Yep.
Quesadas. Okay. Guys, thanks for watching.